All right, so I believe that we have two guiding energies, guiding feelings in our life. We have expansion and we have contraction. What are some things that might bring us expansion? Love, excitement, joy, gratitude, abundance, right? You get a huge paycheck. It's just like, right? Now, what are some things that would bring contraction? Argument, fighting, fear, scarcity. And so we can just imagine what that is, right? Expansion is this opening, like safety. Contraction is this closing off, tightening, not so much safety. And when it comes to the world of somatics, and this is what I support my clients in moving through, is let's explore. Let's pretend you come to me for a session and we've had a really challenging day and you've had an argument with your spouse or something. And I'm going to ask you to give me details on that. Let's talk about it. But to notice the feeling. So this is the thing. Somatics is bringing our attention, our awareness back into our body and out of our head. Our head is logical, it's thinking, it's survival, it's protective, it's functioning. We need it. Thank God for the thinking head. And there's an entire body that holds all of our experiences. So mindset will only take you so far. If we're trying to talk ourselves out of something, if our body is still holding on to the original story of whatever the experience was, we can't talk ourselves out of it. We have to work in the body. So I'm going to invite my client to tune in. So they're probably going to close their eyes. They're going to take a moment. They're going to start to feel, okay, we're going to come into the experience that caused them that contraction. We're going to come into the memory of the fight or whatever it was. And I'm going to ask them to describe what they're feeling. And who knows what they're going to say. Let me just say as an example, okay, I'm thinking of that fight. There's a heaviness, a knot in my solar plexus, kind of in my upper tummy. Okay, great. Can you explain that to me? What does that feel like? Describe it to me. Okay, well, it feels like it's inward. Okay, it almost feels like someone's slow motion punching me in. Okay, great. And what else? And it kind of feels like it's an in and a turning. Okay. And so I'm going to actually invite my client to follow that, because what we tend to do in society is we shut it off. We often don't even get to the point of feeling it like this, but we shut it off. And so often we wouldn't even know that this is what's happening inside. Okay, so we're going to follow that. There's this inward tension punching, and now it's starting to turn. I'm going to invite my client to exaggerate that, to follow that. So what might happen if she's exaggerating or he's exaggerating that turn, their whole body might actually start to turn with that. And what we're going to do is slow things right down, because our body has information. Our body is sharing information with us. And so in this experience of this inward turning, I might even have her pause in that, stay in that inward turning, breathe here, and start to notice what that is. And now, logically, here we are watching a video, listening, we're in our head. You're trying to understand logically what I'm talking about and what's happening. So this might not land in this moment. I trust that in a practice of it, it would be very different, because you'd be in the feeling sensation of. Our body knows everything. And so when I have my client in this exploration of, okay, what is in this coiling sensation, information comes in. You'll know. Person in the experience will know. And so I'm not going to pretend to tell a story of what this might mean. There will be information for her, and we can feed off of that and feed off of that. Likewise with expansion. Okay, let's say you just got this huge check in the mail. You got a $75,000 check in the mail. How does that feel? Oh my God, it's it's almost overwhelming. It's so exciting. There's this bigness, right? This expansion. And so I might invite you, okay, what if we exaggerate that? What does that look like? Okay, well, there might be this the heart comes out, the chest comes out. Oh my gosh, my arms are coming out, because it's just I'm getting so big, so big, so big. And then we can explore, okay, what's in this? What's in this bigness, right? But what we often do is we shut off. We don't celebrate our celebrations. We don't allow ourselves to be in our bigness. Heaven forbid, my gosh, we ever go into an internal investigation. We don't allow ourselves in there, because society has told us it's weird, or it's or not to. It's dangerous, or it's scary, or you look funny, or why would you do that? It's not actually important. It's not real. And so we shut off. We keep our emotions really at bay, and we just forge forward to please everyone else. I don't know. Why do we forge forward? And we're missing a huge component of our life, of our self-knowing, of our self-growth, of our healing. If we're shutting off and we're not actually accessing the information, we're living a fraction of our life. I really feel that. And so my invitation is for you not to shut off your feelings. Don't shut off your sadness. Don't shut off your anger. Don't shut off your joy. Don't shut off your pleasure. Don't shut off your excitement. Don't shut it off. It is there for you for a very potent reason.